I know. Everyone loves this movie for some reason. Some reason I can't fathom. But I personally kind of hate this movie. It's just your typical bad old horror movie, but it's way too popular for what it is. I think that's what it is. Flaming ass, straight into the flaming ass category. And it's staying there. The Boy. So underrated, so underappreciated. What a stellar horror movie.
Enough from the clouds!
You had something else you wanted to talk about.
Yes, I actually want to talk about something else. Pretty unrelated to this. I mean, it's a bit of like, idiots as well. But
sure.
I found... Maybe you've heard of her. No. I think it's even too niche. Have you heard of the YouTuber Eden Carlisle? She's a horror movie YouTuber.
I want to say no, but I recognize her face. Maybe I've seen random like shorts or something of her. But no, I don't know her technically. What about her?
Well, she has, in the last, year and a half, kind of pivoted to horror movies. Not she didn't do much before, or maybe she's just privated or deleted videos that doesn't fit the horror YouTuber thing, because there are some other stuff early in her, but whatever. Yeah, so I saw her because she popped up on my feed. A recent video of hers, called it was her second to last video, called the brutal revenge movie with the brutally hot villain. Hold on, I should actually. Yeah, so people can see it there. The brutal revenge movie with the brutally hot villain, and I was like, okay, and I the thumbnail, it looks kind of like a because he is like the guy is. Are you seeing the thumbnail?
Yeah. I'm on her page.
It's that. It made me think of like romance novel. Like, oh, he's supposed to be dangerous, but he's he's good looking. You know what I mean? Like,
he's way too hot to actually be a bad guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he should be scary looking. He doesn't look scary. He looks like a good looking guy with a scary mask. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, this is gonna be some fucking garbage. So I watched the video and I thought she was gonna like hate on it as well. But like many other and I also want to preface with this. This is mainly because I'm jealous of her success in such a short time. Yeah.
That is fair.
I'll be honest. She's been doing horror videos for like 2 years, and she's already like clocking like around 100,000 views per video. It's like, Jesus, with 80,000 subscribers. Jesus Christ. But like any other successful YouTuber, all she does is recap the movie with barely any commentary other than like, oh damn, okay, weird.
That's not commentary, that's reaction.
Yeah. So she goes through the entire movie, and I was like, I kind of want to turn it off, but I also want to hear her opinion on the movie, because I kind of want to watch it myself. But then, as she reached the end of the story, I was like, this was an awful movie. And now I don't have to watch it, because I've basically seen it.
But did she have an opinion on it in the end?
No! She's in one of those. She doesn't even take, like, not even 5 minutes in the end to, like, talk about the movie. It's literally, the video is 26 minutes and 31 seconds. The last minute is her going like, so yeah, that's the movie. I saw the poster and thought, this is probably going to be bad, and yeah, what did you think about it? I was like, oh my god, she didn't even say what she actually thought about it. Based on how she went through it, you can kind of glean that she didn't like it, but yeah, it's just like, why? And then you look at the comments, and it's just full of morons who just love this content because she's quirky when she talks about these horror movies, and like, oh my god, and it's just like, this is not content. She's just reading to you, recapping a movie. It's basically reading from a book she hasn't written, and reacting to 1% of it. It's like, what? And I know we've mentioned that before, that we don't like movie reviews that is 90% recapping the movie, 10%. So that just annoyed me that it showed up on my feed again. I don't mind that you recap things. We did that with one of our more successful episodes, War of the Worlds from last year.
Oh yeah.
But we didn't recap. I mean, we recapped the whole thing, but we picked pieces.
We
of
didn't
it.
do it exactly.
And it was an hour-long video where like half of it was recapping. The rest was us discussing it, breaking it down, reviewing,
and talking about the shit going on around it.
Exactly, because that's what's interesting. Like, because now even if if the movie was good, I couldn't watch it now because I've got the whole movie spoiled for me.
Yeah.
It's so... And
there are some channels there's a lot of channels that do that, and I've purposely started avoiding them because they ruin movies for me.
Yeah. And there's so many now that is just straight up AI recaps of movies. And they have like hundreds of thousands of views. Because people are like, oh, I don't want to watch a movie. I'll just watch a recap of it.
No, that's not watching a movie.
No.
That's like reading the Sparks Notes and saying you read a book. You're not allowed to have an opinion on something you haven't fully read or watched.
No,
Shut up.
It's not that people want to have an opinion. They just like, oh, I just want to know what happens in it. But I don't want to spend...
Then go watch the movie.
I don't want to spend 2 hours doing it. I want to spend 15 minutes doing it while I scroll on TikTok. That's the thing.
Then Google it, bitches.
Yeah, that's because, and I was annoyed at this like 10 years ago because one of my friends, he doesn't like movies, but if he like watches a trailer for something, he's like, oh, that's kind of interesting, but it's like he's not gonna sit down for 2 hours and watch Robin. You know who Robin is. So instead, he looks up the plot synopsis on Wikipedia, and it's just like, no, why?
I mean, I don't think I've ever done that. I usually just go, I am gonna watch it, and then I forget about it, maybe.
Yeah, sure. I don't even read plot synopses for movies I have seen, because I'm not interested in. I already know what happens, so.
Eden Carlisle, sorry, I thought she was gonna, like, comment on, because she chose to have the buff dude in the weird face on the thumbnail, that's the word I'm looking for. I was like, oh, she's gonna comment on, like you said, the villain's hot, but he's not too hot to be a bad guy.
Yeah.
Like something Girl on Film would talk about.
Yes, that it would be some rumination on like like why are we like how attraction can override logic or whatever.
Because Girl on Film has this great video.
Girl on Film is great. I don't always agree with her, but I think she makes very good points. She's very good at talking about film and doing YouTube videos.
Yes.
Anyway, so she has other videos than she has on Human Centipede 2.
Eden Carlisle specifically.
Yeah, Eden Carlisle, The Long Walk, Ugly Stepsister. She I didn't watch any of those because I'm guessing it's the exact same thing. She just goes to the room and says, okay, awkward.
Yeah, especially since she's calling the Human Centipede 2 as I watched the second Human Centipede so you don't have to. Yeah, she's gonna recap the movie.
Yeah. But then she pretty recently made a ranking video of the movies she watched last year. She made a 2-parter called Ranking All the Horror Movies I Watched in 2025. Although, spoilers for the end of the second one, it's not all horror movies she watched last year. It was just like, oh, I'm just going to stop here because it's a good place to stop. I watched more, but it's a pretty good list, right? I was like, that's the dumbest... What? That's not a reason to stop. Make it like, oh, only the new movies I watched, or movies I hadn't watched before, or I saw more movies, but they were all like ultra crap, so I'm just gonna skip something. Not just, this seems like a good place to stop. What?
Will there be a part 3, maybe?
No, she's done. She said she's done.
Okay.
But I thought, and I mean, it says my unpopular movie opinions. And it's going to be some movies. I know I hadn't seen all of the movies she mentioned, but I have seen most. I think, since this is Patreon, and since this is the back half, so it's not going to go on YouTube anyway, we should do a little react.
Okay.
Juan? At least...
Part 1?
I could do both parts, but, yeah. We'll start with part 1, see how long it takes with all the pausing and shit.
I see The Descent as a poster on it, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Ugh, she has dolls in the background. Why is she holding a doll?
That's her, like, little...
It's niche stuff like that. That's... Tiny stuff like that gets you more viewers for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't understand.
no, but because people don't just saying you need to be charismatic. You can't just have an interesting point. You got to say it with charisma, and that's why that's why we're not popular. We say very interesting and intelligent stuff, but we're not quirky. Yeah.
So we need to get creepy dolls or something. I don't know.
Or no, that's because here she's gonna give a lot of rapid fire opinions on movies, so we don't have to sit through a 30-minute video to get even an ounce of her opinion on a movie. Here we can get her opinion on several movies in 12 minutes. That's what I want to watch.
Okay.
And it's also fun to see what you think about her rankings.
Sure.
So let's we're gonna sync this. Press play. Are you on 0?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play.
As you can probably guess, we've watched a crap ton of movies. A couple crap tons. I actually kind of kept track last year, and it turns out I watched around 270-ish movies just
That's
last
good though.
year.
270
And most
movies.
of those are horror movies. So some might call me an expert. Me and my son are quite the horror aficionados. So we've come here today to tell you which ones are crap or not. Which ones are amazing and which ones belong in the horror dumpster. And there's a lot of terrible horror, by the way. So buckle up.
True.
And get ready to hate me or love me. Maybe agree, maybe disagree. We shall see. So the categories I'll be ranking them in are as follows. God tier, of course. Pretty dang good. Decent. Kinda mid. And then flaming ass down at the bottom. Flaming ass.
So
pause. So strong in our horror
Pause.
Yeah. First of all, that's a very it goes from okay movies down to the worst kind, it feels like. So she has God tier, great.
Yeah.
There's kind of mid, flaming ass. There should be something in between there. Minor point. I just wanted to, Play.
binge. We've got Ready or Not.
So it's all not new movies.
This movie, I thought it was fantastic. Top tier, God tier. Straight away, just toss it up in the God tier. Straight away. If you haven't seen that movie,
pretty dang good, but not God tier.
You'll see what I mean. Next up is 13 Ghosts. And this was one that was recommended to me a lot. It was okay. I wanted to like it more than I did.
But I've seen enough about it.
Iconic cast members. I mean, it had Shaggy and Mr. Monk. Hello.
I saw it back when it was new.
It just was kind of middle of the line.
I don't remember it.
It wasn't bad. I just wish it was a little
it's more
better.
culty so bad it's
Forgive
good.
me, I know it's a cult classic. Autopsy of Jane Doe. This was a cool movie. This was a cool-ass movie. And I thought it was pretty dang good.
I feel like it might not be, because I haven't, but whatever, I haven't seen it.
And the vibes are just on point. They're immaculate. So is the reveal. Now on to Midsummer.
Mm-hmm.
This was another movie I wanted to like so much more than I actually did. It definitely got the irk factor down, and the whole atmosphere was very tense and creepy and a little too tense and a little messed up. But it just didn't hit for me. I wish it did. It just didn't.
Look at this.
So Midsummer's gonna go in the kind of mid category. I know everyone's gonna be
pause.
You just didn't get it.
She put Midsummer in kind of mid.
I can understand if not everyone will put it in God tier.
Yeah, I don't think even I would, but it would be because I would go S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier. Then it's A tier.
This is A tier.
A tier,
at least.
It's it's bordering on God tier. So okay,
I need to know her reasoning for not though. You can't just say it just didn't hit when it comes to that kind of movie. I know I say that sometimes, but it's about stupid movies, not my cup of tea.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, and that
one has so much that you cannot just brush it off.
Yeah, and there's gonna be more of these because this was the first one where whoa! I reacted. I was just I don't know if I would put Ready or Not in God tier, but okay. But it wasn't a movie I cared about, so But that was the first I was like, are you kidding me?
You cannot put Midsummer in kind of mid. That's offensive.
Exactly.
You didn't even have to like the movie to know that's offensive.
Yeah. But if we get to part 2, we can discuss, because I think something will be revealed about her. Or at least I as a YouTuber, as a person who watches movies.
Sure.
So 3, 2, 1.
Shall we continue?
Play.
You're not artsy enough. Your brain is just not wrinkly enough. But best you believe, I have a very wrinkly brain. Thank you. It's almost as wrinkly as my friend.
I don't like her anymore.
Barbarian. This movie really kind of tickles the horror fancy, and while it had its intense parts, its gross parts, as it should, I really like the underlying themes woven throughout the movie.
There she likes the underlying themes.
So I might be very biased here, but God Tier,
that's kind of mid.
The original. I only recently saw this in theaters last year, even though it's pretty dang old. And even though it was an old movie, it was really cool. The plot was very suspenseful and overall very intriguing.
Really
and
cool.
horrifying. So I'm gonna go ahead and plop that in the decent category. I'm sorry, I
I like that movie and I know we should rank it higher.
Holy fuck.
Pause. Also, I need to double check which the collector is, because if it's the one I think it is, I need to know what she thinks of it. I might be mixing it up with another movie. That's
the only one I can think of is the Bone Collector, but that's like a cop movie. This is one I've never seen it, but I've seen the poster a bunch of times. But it is a like mid-2000s movie, so you probably have seen it.
Yeah, thing is, there is another one called The Collector.
Oh, okay.
But it has it has a similar plot.
Oh, okay.
Which is even worse. But in that one, he takes revenge on girls that bullied him when he was a kid.
Oh, that's a lot of movies.
Yeah. This is another one.
Okay. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, play.
This movie. I'm not a huge fan of slashers, but I like this slasher. I think it's because I like slashers with at least a bit of plot and a bit of story, and that's what The Collector had. A cool movie, horrific and brutal as well. So of course I gotta flick it on up to God.
Pause again.
I just know.
Just so we can look at the list so far. So in God tier, we have Ready or Not, fine movie. We have Barbarian.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan, but I can also recognize it's
I can understand putting
movie.
it high up in a list.
Yeah.
But it's not God tier.
And we have mid-2000s bro horror garbage. And then Pretty Dang Good, which is the next one. We have Autopsy of Jane Doe. Okay. The premise is cool. I think it falls apart in the third act. You haven't seen it, you said?
I haven't seen it. It's one of those movies I want to see but never get around to.
And then on Decent, we have 13 Ghosts. Okay. And then John Carpenter's The Thing in
like I said,
Decent?
I'm not even like a big fan of it. Like it's not a movie I reach forever. I've seen it a couple of times.
Sure. It is pretty
I think I saw it in theaters with you just because they showed it in 40mm or something.
You were there, yeah.
And honestly, I just went to see it because it was showing in like an original setting, not digital.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
Yeah.
And I fully fucking understand that it's a great movie.
Yeah, it's one of those, and that's why it is a classic. That's why movies become classic, because you don't have to love the story or maybe you're more of a drama fan, but since if you know movies, you can recognize when a movie is well made.
Such a simple thing as in the ending is so open-ended that the director technically doesn't have an actual ending.
Yeah, no, yeah, he literally...
As in, we don't know we don't know if they actually killed the monster or not.
Yeah. And that's the idea of the movie. It's supposed to make you paranoid. That's the point.
Exactly. That alone bumps it up, you know?
But no, it's just decent. And then in kinda mid, we have Midsommar. Not my favorite movie, even not my favorite movie from Ari Aster, but still, great movie.
It is blasphemous to call it kind of mid.
It should be at least in Pretty Dang Good in this.
Yeah,
she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scales, so that's super weird. That's A, B, C, D, F. Yeah, okay, but then you don't have an S tier, which is like the 10 out of 10s.
And then kind of mid should be in the middle then, not
but I also know that for the kids nowadays, mid is
something's kind
below mid. Yeah, it's like mid. I don't know if it comes from marijuana slang, but like when you smoke mid, you smoke pretty bad, like dank skunk weed.
You know what? It probably does.
I don't know,
but they don't know that that's the origin.
Yeah. Anyway, we should continue.
Halloween is the next movie.
Oh, it is! Oh, okay, cool. 3, 2, 1,
yeah,
click.
it's kind of like a second before you.
Sure. Yeah.
I know. Everyone loves this movie for some reason. Some reason I can't fathom. But I personally kind of hate this movie.
Again, I'm not a super fan of it.
Did you hear what she said?
Old and one of the first of
Yeah,
its
she kind of
kind,
hates it.
But it's just so cheesy and kind of plotless and slow and bad acted and you name it. I mean, typical old movie things.
She sounds like me 4 years ago.
But this one just holds a special place of hatred in my heart, and I can't fully explain why. Maybe there's not a reason. It's just your typical bad old horror movie, but it's way too popular for what it is. I think that's what it is. Flaming ass.
We're not pausing for that.
Pause, yeah.
Leave. No.
Oh, okay, I paused.
Okay, I paused.
She put Halloween, the progenitor, the proto-modern horror movie, which without Halloween, we would not have any of the other movies she talked about. The landscape of horror would not be remotely similar to what it is now if it wasn't for Halloween. And she is a horror aficionado, putting that in flaming ass tier.
Like I said, she sounds like me. Like, not even 4 years ago. That's too kind. That is me 6 years ago.
Yeah, before we started the podcast.
Yeah. And I fully understand not liking the movie.
And I'll say that too. Like the first couple of times I saw it, before I read about it, and before I understood, like, all the behind the scenes of it. Yeah, the movie in itself. Yeah, it's not my favorite. I don't rewatch it a lot because it is kind of slow.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Halloween franchise at all. If I'm being honest.
Most of the sequels are garbage. There are some fun ones, but
I only watch them because we need to watch it for this channel.
yeah.
But I would never sink so low as to call something like that flaming ass.
No. Like if
And then put the collector in God tier? Are you dumb?
And I mean, that's we talk about this, how sometimes you have, your personal preference. Like my favorite movie of 2025 wasn't the one we picked for best movie, because I recognized that there was another movie that actually was more better put together.
More better.
Yeah. So sure, but to have such a divide, where you put
honestly, to have such little regard for the craft
exactly
that the movie is.
Even if
to call it flaming hot shit is just rude.
Even if you don't like it, which I get it is very slow, but you should at least put it in decent then, because of what the movie accomplished.
We're not even 10 movies in, are we?
No, we're 2, 4, 6, 8 movies in.
Yeah, I'm based on how she talks, based on what she's already ranked. She is, I am admitting it, she is me 6 years ago. She's me in my mid to early 20s. But unfortunately, I don't feel like she's gonna grow like I did.
Well, we don't know. She's only been doing this for a year. But
she's not being challenged here.
No, because
you challenged me, so I grew.
Look at all the
who's challenging her?
Yeah, look at all the comments. The first one here, at least I don't know what I've sorted after. I don't know. She'd be the type of person in a horror movie to look at the killer and be like, "Oh hell no," and just walk away. Okay. Or this one, "You are hilarious, especially when you see a creepy guy and say, 'Ew.'" What? She does that? She did what? Okay. Or "Our diva is back again," or "Dang, she didn't hold back on the boy too." Yeah, wait till we get to the boy movies. I'm glad I'm not the only one who felt a little let down with Midsommar. I honestly thought it should have been weirder. It's plenty weird. What are you talking about?
Where can it get weirder than that?
I don't know.
If it's any weirder than that, we'd all have to go to jail for watching it, basically.
Yeah. Or this one, Jesus Christ. From whatever. You can see it on the screen. I'm not going to say the name. I genuinely started watching horror/thriller movies because of you. You make them so fun that I realized, why am I still so scared of movies as a 23-year-old woman? I've found my people. You, the dolls in the comment section. And she even responded. What did she say? Oh my god, I'm honored. We're glad to have you here.
She's allowed to be honored. Fuck
Sure,
that.
sure, but...
Some of the like... No. Just no. Okay, wait, can we just finish this
Sure.
fucking video?
Well, what are... I'm on 403. What are you on?
408. So
Okay, so
press play and give me a few
And it's
seconds.
staying there.
I'm on 408
The Babadook.
now.
This is a movie I feel is kind of overhyped.
Babadook.
In my opinion, my highly intellectual horror opinion.
Accidentally.
It was just kind of slow, took forever to build, and when it built, it just wasn't great. And that damn child.
I couldn't finish
Every
it.
time he yelled,
I'm
Mom! In his annoying Australian baby accent. The baby
Yeah, okay.
Australian accent.
Pause.
Oof, I wanted to tear what little remains of my hair out. Holy...
I thought you were going to say pause. Okay. And a lot of people, I've heard this, and that's also just people don't getting it. Like, oh my god, the kid is so annoying. Guess what? That's the point.
kids are annoying.
Yeah. He's supposed to be annoying.
Sure.
You're
Yes.
supposed to not like him. It's a movie about a mom who hates her own child and how she is...
That's what
That's
it's about.
You didn't know that? Well,
No,
not
not
that that's
really.
the whole part, but that's part of it.
Like I knew that she was like struggling with taking care of him,
She hates him.
but I didn't know she hated him. Oh fuck! Damn.
She
I will power through that movie sometime. in the near
she
future.
struggles to handle him because he is a lot to handle. He's very annoying.
Yeah, no, that much I figured
Yeah.
out.
And I mean every
Is the Babadook a manifestation of that?
the Babadook is it's
Maybe it'll be easier to watch it if I think of it that way.
it's up for interpretation. I always saw it like the Babadook is like her being basically driven to insanity by her child.
Ooh.
And for me, the Babadook always represented like the stuff we push to the side because we don't want to deal with it, and how it finally like explodes, and how we can't some things we can't fix them, but we can learn to manage them, because in the end the Babadook is still there, but they keep him in the basement.
Okay.
So the Babadook is a manifestation of her splintering mind, basically.
Yeah,
But I mean, everything,
because
other than the Babadook, every moment of like anxiety or anger or annoyment is because of the child. Like,
yeah.
my favorite shot, I think they do it a couple of times, is when he refuses to sleep in his own bed. And even when like sleeping in her bed, he's basically climbing on her. And there's that close-up shot of him not just like putting his hand on her neck, but literally grabbing her neck and going like,
Okay.
It's just like he's figuratively and literally smothering her. And her
How old is that kid supposed to be? Like 5, 6?
5, 6, yeah. And he obviously has like ADHD or autism or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why like so, and that I think that's the thing for every parent, like, because it's coded in your biology, like you're supposed to love your child. Like there shouldn't even be a flittering thought of you not doing it.
Oh, exactly.
It's your flesh and blood. It's your genetic code. Like
Which is
on
why
a primordial level,
postpartum-
you should love and cherish and nourish this child.
Yeah, which is why postpartum depression is so frowned upon still.
Yeah. So what do you do when you hate your child?
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the movie. So to say like, oh, the kid was so annoying. Yeah, guess what, idiot? That's the point.
Like, I know I've used that comment before that the kid is annoying in a movie, but yeah.
He is annoying, I agree.
It's supposed to be.
But like, I don't care because it's a movie.
Technically, it's correct.
And
then technically, they've managed to do it the right way. You got annoyed.
And then it's also, it takes a lot for me to get angry at kids, especially when they're young like that. Like, I don't. I don't mind setting
When-
boundaries,
yeah.
but I'm not gonna like, oh, stupid kid, just because he's screaming. Like, no, he's a
they
child.
don't know what they're doing
Yeah,
half the
like
time.
I said before, they're barely human. They're blobs.
Until they reach a certain age.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold them responsible.
No.
Anyway,
Okay.
I'm at 4:32.
I'm at 4:30. So 4:30.
Okay, you press play.
Play.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think that damn kid is the reason I like the movie a lot less than I could have. I think. I'm sorry if you like this movie,
Point.
but I'm putting it in the kind of mid category. The boy.
Kind of mid.
The boy. So underrated, so underappreciated. What a stellar horror movie. At first, you go into it and you're like, oh, another haunted doll movie. As if you
Stellar.
don't have enough of those.
Stellar
But
horror movie.
I
Wait.
don't want to spoil it, because if you
Wait
haven't seen it,
until you
go
see the
watch it for
ranking.
yourself. But
If she
there is
puts
a
it
bit
in
of a
God
twist,
tier, I'm turning it
and
off.
it's a great twist. It's a fantastic twist.
It's
A twist
not.
so good that I'm slapping the boy up into God tier. Now on the other side of things, the
No,
other
don't pause,
end
don't
of the
pause.
horror
Just leave it.
spectrum,
I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't
The
know.
Boy
Let's just get this
2.
fucking over with. Oh.
2, my arch nemesis. First off, I should say maybe I'm a little biased because I did do a video on it. I think a year ago. No, not years ago, but a while back enough.
Get
And
to
was
it, girl.
immediately
Stop.
Copyright stricken or striked. It
Ooh.
was copyrighted. And I know that's solely because the entire time I was roasting it. Roasting
No,
it like
that's
the
not
flaming
why.
piece of
You
trash.
can't copyright
that
a movie
No,
for
that's
that.
not true.
The Boy 1,
No.
stellar, fantastic.
Or at least it wouldn't
horror movie.
stick.
There's not enough kisses to give. But for The Boy 2, there's not enough vomit in the universe to explain how I feel about it.
What?
I mean, go watch it for yourself if you hate yourself. But it pretty much just undoes all the good that happened in the first. It undoes
What
the first
good?
movie completely.
I don't know.
And in the worst way possible.
I agree with her.
Both of them suck.
The
in
Boy
my
2
opinion.
is flaming ass.
Flaming ass.
Yeah.
I agree,
I'm
but
behind on everything.
So
all
is The
time.
Boy.
I only just recently saw the first Saw. I just saw. And it was a lot less gory than I was expecting it to be, because I think the subsequent Saws, the
Sure.
following Saws, get more brutal and brutal with each movie. But the first one was just a good balance of it. So I'm gonna put that in the pretty dang good category. Moving
Fair
right
enough, I
along
guess.
onto Megan. And you know what? Like I said before, I'm not a fan of, doll movies or haunted dolls. I know she's not a haunted doll, but she's just an AI doll. And those kind of movies are just not my cup of tea. So for that reason, and maybe some others, it was just kind of boring and predictable and cheesy. So I'm
Cheesy,
gonna toss
yeah.
it down into the kind of mid category. Basket Case. The classic, the legend.
I haven't seen
And
this
this is one of those old
unfortunately.
horror movies that everyone knows is awful. Like everything about it, kind of. Like the acting, the effects, the pacing. Not great. And then there's a million other things. And although it definitely has a special place in my heart, for all the very worst and very best reasons, it's just my duty and my responsibility as a horror aficionado
There, she
to
said
jump
it.
it in the flaming ass category.
She's a
I'm
horror
sorry, I'm
aficionado,
sorry.
Rebecca.
It's a classic, but we all know it's horrible. But we love it anyway. We love it for that reason. We love it because it's flaming ass. Ghost Ship was actually a little better than I thought it was going to be. Because apparently
That I
a lot
agree
of people
with.
like
I
to run their mouth
like
about it and
Ghost
hate
Ship.
on it.
I
But
need to
think that
rewatch it. I haven't seen it, and I
unwarranted.
was like,
It had a
it's
very
12.
cool opening
It's
scene
not
and
that
overall
bad.
pretty cool plot. So I decree it pretty dang good.
I would, yeah.
Want to fight me on that?
Decent,
My
I'd
Google
say,
instead.
probably.
Yeah, on this scale, I would
Descent?
put it... Oh.
Maybe it's just because it's not my typical go-to type of horror movie, but it was kind of boring? I don't know. I know it's very
Boring?
action-packed and brutality.
Rude!
And yet I still found myself a little bored. Or it was just dragging. I don't know. So I'm gonna say
Oh, you
The
were
Descent
bored with the
is
pulse-pounding
decent.
pacing?
Decent.
You put...
The
Annabelle.
ultra-violence?
Annabelle. Speaking of
psychological
haunted
horror?
dolls, that could be Leroy's girlfriend. Ooh. Oh. I know I'm very biased with this one because I hate.
That's
the
what I mean
premise
with you
of
shouldn't
haunted
be
or
quirky.
possessed dolls or haunted or
That's
possessed
quirky.
objects. I just don't like paranormal movies or typically not even supernatural movies. I do love the series Supernatural though, so don't switch those up. But the Annabelle movies,
Issue is...
I wanted to like the movies because my king Patrick Wilson is in them. Our Father
Yes,
of Horror,
I do like
just
him.
Justin Long, but they're just not good, at least to me.
No, I agree.
I
would-
Which one was that?
Bone Tomahawk.
first one.
Creation, yeah, no.
Ooh.
If you want to talk brutal horror movies, let's talk Bone Tomahawk.
Not a horror movie. I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, it's a
there
Western
are some scenes in this movie that
horror movie.
are imprinted into my brain that play when my eyes are closed because my brain likes to haunt me.
I mean, there's
And
like
it's a horror
cannibal
Western
troglodytes.
mix,
That's
which you
horror.
don't see a lot. So I had to create pretty dang good and pretty dang brutal and scary and awful in all the right ways. Talk to me. I was pleasantly surprised. I actually liked it a lot. There were a lot of eerie, irksome aspects to it, and I know it involves ghosts and I guess like, the other side and possession. Yet I still liked it because it did it very well. It was a fresh spin on all the ghost stuff and all the possession type stuff. So.
Fair.
So I think it was pretty dang good.
Fair.
This is another, I guess, older one.
Here I do agree with her.
I hated this movie.
We've talked about this.
Everything about
The
this
first
movie.
one isn't
I know
good.
it's a slasher, and that probably
like
played
the
into it.
first
because I don't
Sure, but
plotless, storyless.
the first one
slashers,
isn't good.
which is exactly what this.
It has
movie
good
was.
moments.
It was just like as much violence and gore and brutality as possible, but no story. Not really. I know there's a bit more story if you continue watching down the franchise, but it was a chore getting through this movie for me, and not because of the brutality. It's because I was about to fall asleep.
I
I know
reluctantly
everyone
agree
loves
with
this
her.
movie, but I'm gonna put it in the flaming ass category.
I would put it in kind of
I'm gonna
mid.
keep it there.
Thank you,
and
at
I'm
least
gonna be proud
kinda
of
mid.
that. We're gonna be proud of that. I finally saw
that
Final
doll down.
Destination, the first one, and I really like the concept. I think it's so cool how death will chase after you no matter what, if you were meant to die. Overall, pretty good movie. Good start to the franchise. I'm gonna put it in category 3, the middle. Decent.
Fair enough.
And then we got Orphan, which is exactly what Leroy's gonna be if he doesn't stop cramping my arm. Oh my
You're holding him, you
Which was
dumb
another
bitch.
movie that had such frustrating elements to it, but for a reason. They were there for a reason. Like
Agreed.
the husband, I think his name was John. Oh, I just wanted to strangle him the whole time. I know the wife, I forgot her name. His wife was a little overbearing at some times, and it seemed that she was in the wrong because she was kind of hating on a child, but still.
It's
John is
not
the
a
worst
child,
husband
though.
ever. I know it's a revered
Exactly.
horror movie, and I think that's for a reason. It was pretty good. And the child actress who played the orphan, or what's her name? She was amazing. What a fantastic child actor! Holy
Can we
hell.
pause here?
That really
Pause.
Yeah, pause.
Because she never mentions, I don't know, she calls, whatever her name is, who plays Esther, she calls her a child actor. She calls
Yeah.
Esther the child. Did she miss that Esther isn't a child? And that the girl who plays Esther was like in her late teens when she was playing an 11-year-old.
Possibly. Which
Like-
is why she didn't like the movie, I'm assuming, because she didn't get the implications of it.
I wonder, because obviously she doesn't go any deeper into it because it's this kind of video. So I don't know if she missed the point of the orphan. And that, you know what? I'm going to assume she did.
I'm at 11.29. I haven't seen what you ranked it as.
Okay, I am 11:28, so play.
the movie that much better. So that's going in the pretty damn
Okay,
good
no,
category.
good enough, at least.
I'll put it in
Oh.
decent.
I
Lost
like
Leroy.
it.
Oh, in the arms
Oh,
of
sh-
the angels.
And that's why you get
And
copyright,
I'm only
because you
like
start singing
halfway
shit.
through the list right now. So for your sake and for the sake of you not falling to sleep, I'm gonna split this up into 2 parts, okay? So be sure to tell me which ones you agree with, which ones you disagree with. If you hate me now, hate me
Yes.
or not, I'm not backing down on the Halloween one. But let me know what you think and how wrong you think I am.
Okay, I'm
And I shall
skipping
see
her
you part
outro.
2.
I just want to
Yeah,
see
sure.
her. Can I just see the fucking list again? I can pause on it. There we go. Okay. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm almost disagree with, no, not everyone, but I disagree with
No,
most
but
of them.
most of them.
Like, how do you put Halloween in F tier? And how do you put The Boy in God tier?
It's was I that bad, really?
Well,
To a point, yes.
to a point, yes.
And
it's also-
aware enough.
And it's also, that comes up more in the second one. I don't know if you picked up on it. I picked it up because I've seen both videos, and it makes more sense then. But it's weird, since she has a YouTube video dedicated to horror movies. I at least expect her media literacy, so to speak, to be higher.
Better.
Than just someone who casually watches movies. But that might be then, and that's since she's focused on horror movies, she's not interested in movies, she likes horror. And the main vessel for horror is movies. Like,
yes.
At least nowadays. You could argue like fucking creepypasta or whatever.
Whatever.
But you know what I mean, yeah. So the way she watches a movie, yeah, it's the way you watch a movie. Like, oh, did I like the characters? Like, were they?
Did I enjoy watching the movie? Basically,
yeah, exactly. Like, and
was I distracted
scary?
Or not?
Yeah, exactly. Not did the director do a good way of creating chemistry between the characters and the audience?
Yeah,
you don't understand. That's,
sure, but
that's
even
what I
then,
think the difference is.
No, but even then, a movie like The Descent should still be higher up.
No.
Because it is purely, like, anxiety inducing.
Yeah.
And fun to watch.
But obviously, if we look at her God tier movies, they're more like quirky, witty movies. Ready or Not and Barbarian are kind of the same,
action horror in the sense where the scary parts ends when there's a fight at the end.
Yeah.
It's not the creepy crawler catches you and kills you slowly. It's
I mean, that's the
final
boy
girl
too,
stands up and fight.
Yeah. And why she likes the boy is because she didn't see the twist coming that there's not a haunted doll. There's a boy in the walls. Boy in the wall! Which is, I mean, it wasn't that big, but there was several movies in that time, like just before the 2020s. There was enough movies where you're like, why are there so many of these? Where there was like creepy, like boys or murderers living in people's walls. It's so weird.
Also, it just wasn't good.
No, it's a terrible movie.
It's not entertaining.
Awful.
It's not like, no, it wasn't bad acting, but it wasn't good acting.
Yeah, definitely wasn't good acting. Yeah.
Like, sure, maybe you got fooled by the twist if you didn't know, but like, it's not a good twist either. Like, obviously the doll wasn't haunted.
Yeah. Yeah, the best...
From the first time you hear the sounds in the wall, you kind of go,
the best part of the movie
is
towards like the end of the second act when she is kind of like accepting that the doll is alive and she like starts actually caring for it.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, that's kind of cool. That she's
that's
like...
when the psychosis is kicked in.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh. And then like, oh, it wasn't. Oh. Man.
Yeah.
It was just a guy hiding in the walls. He's just a pervert in the walls. Okay. Yeah. That's a bad twist, to be honest.
That is a bad twist. Let's just do part 2 as well to get it over with.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, press it.
Oh, wait. Got it. Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
With some more top-notch, elite, intellectual horror movie opinions, of course.
Put down the
So
doll.
let's just leap straight in. Nose first, head first.
I'm gonna start holding
belly flop.
something as
Let's
well.
get all
Just
brutally
like,
injured. Let's get all brutally injured.
see if that helps.
Starting off semi-strong, with Cabin in the Woods. Now this was an interesting one, because it kind of combined all the horror movie tropes and stereotypes and put it into one, and the way that played out was pretty cool. I wanted to like it a little more than I did, and I can't put my finger on why that is, like why I didn't fully, like it. Whatever the reason might have been.
Because it's too meta for you?
I'm just gonna put it in the middle category.
I don't know what you think about it. I don't like it. But I can
find
recognize
no, I
that
agree with it as decent.
I used to
It's a
be
well-made
absolutely
movie, yeah.
terrified of the Chucky doll when I was a kid, and I hadn't even seen the movie, but I used to think it was in my closet. Anyway, childhood trauma aside, it's an old movie, but it was better than I was expecting it to be, especially because
that made me think of
a
you.
haunted
Like,
doll,
oh, it's old,
possessed
therefore
doll
bad.
That's taking down full-grown men. Even still, it was enjoyable.
I know.
So I'm gonna add it to the decent category. Don't worry.
I'm confused by her
I'm a big fan of
aversion
this
to
movie.
dolls.
I like this movie a whole lot, and I know there's a little bit of bias in that because I'm a huge fan of Dylan Minnette. I will watch anything he's in. Anything. But Dylan aside...
Was he in it? I forgot that.
Yeah, he's the
great
nerdy
movie,
guy.
And you should watch it if you have not seen it. It's so suspenseful. It really gets you right in the suspense spot. And on the surface, it may just seem like a breaking and entering type movie.
I agree with that one.
But
It's
it's
very
so much more than that.
suspenseful movie.
It goes so much
I really
deeper
like it.
in all the worst and best ways. And Stephen Lang, the guy who plays the old blind guy, that is one scary dude. Scary. Perfect.
That
for the
is
role,
true.
though.
He's very
So
scary.
of course, God tier.
I wouldn't go that
Ray,
high, but okay.
The Woman in
No,
Black.
but pretty dang
I
good.
love the
Is more.
overarching dark, melancholy atmosphere over this movie. Not to mention the story itself, which is depressing and cool in all the right horror movie ways. At the end, you're kind of left like, oh. So in my opinion, it's pretty dang good. Now for the movie Smile. I think this is another one that's... its hype is better than the movie itself.
That I agree
and
with.
I think that's because it's
Have
so
you seen it?
similar
True.
to It Follows. And I saw It Follows first, so I was just kind of going into it like, is this copy and paste?
I haven't seen It Follows,
not
but,
in a very good way either. I think it also
It is.
might
I
be
understand
because
that
I'm
it
not a
is very
huge fan of
similar in this. in
dream
the-
sequences, like when they're a huge part of the plot, or you think they're the plot, and then you're like, oh no, they woke up. It was a dream the whole time. That whole cool scene, which really moved the plot along, it was just a dream. So, I'm sorry if you like this movie. But
I don't
it's
remember the
kinda
dream
mid.
sequence, but
it goes right
yeah.
into the kind of mid category. Slides right
Sure.
in.
I remember her like
Creepers.
realizing that
Creepers.
what she thought she
Again,
was seeing
this one
wasn't
might be a
real.
little tainted with the Justin Long
Three
bias that I
times.
have, but it's also just a really good horror movie as well.
I've only seen it once,
It's
I
a
don't know.
modern classic, and sure, the prosthetic mask thing that the
One of those. I
creature
don't know
wears,
if
the
I
creeper
actually
wears,
saw it, but I
it's not the
probably did.
best. It still
Jeepers
doesn't take
Creepers?
away from the movie,
Yeah.
for me at least.
It's good!
And in my humble opinion, God tier. God tier horror movie. House of Wax.
It's not God tier
Now,
though.
this was
That's how we brought it
such an
back.
intense, a horrible watch. It really was. Especially, spoiler, I guess, the Wade part, the Sam Jared Padalecki part, which ripped out a piece of my own heart. Honestly, one of the worst deaths in horror movie history, as far as I've seen. It's up there. It's up there. I guess this movie could be classified as a slasher. But
Trying to
like I
remember
said
how he
before,
dies,
I like
but I don't
slashers
remember.
with story, background, and grit. And this one definitely has all those. There's definite plot and story.
Do you?
And a twist. Ooh, a twist. And people getting turned into wax figurines.
Yeah, can we pause
Hello.
here?
Yeah, pause.
344. Yeah, she likes slashers if they have character, story, and grit.
Which ones are the ones you've mentioned had story?
Yeah, The Collector, The Boy.
I mean, Ready or Not has a bit of a story, I
Sure,
guess.
yeah.
But
But I'm
I
thinking,
also would
I'm
not
thinking more
classify
specifically
that
of
as a scary
slasher.
movie.
Yeah, and then you don't pick Halloween. The comments that is a commentary on the very nature of evil, why slasher killers are the way they are.
Does she have a letterboxd? I want to see because I
I
want to know.
don't
She
think
had
so.
270 movies, horror movies, and these
Well,
are just
movies.
what?
And
These-
she might have seen other. She said most of them are horror, but yeah,
Sure, whatever. These are just like 20 movies in total.
something like that. Let's look it up. Letterboxd. Oh, now everyone can see what I'm doing. Whatever. It's so hard to search for users though. Let's see. Eden Carlisle. Let's see if she pops up. Hey! No. What? Well, there's obviously a fan of her because there's a list here called All Eden Carlisle. All movies Eden Carlisle has reviewed or mentioned on her channel. Oh, but she doesn't have.
She
her
only
own?
has a link to her Instagram, so no, I don't think she
Yeah,
has
okay.
it.
Yeah. All right. Let's go back to YouTube. Yeah, okay. So she likes House of Wax, and she's still gonna put it in kind of mid because she at least recognizes that it's dumb. But she thinks it has plot, character, and grit. However, Halloween is in flaming ass.
And also, I mean, House of Wax does not have plot, character, or grit. It has nothing.
No.
Unless you are afraid of paraffin wax. Yeah. And I guess mannequins can be a little bit creepy in that one, because there's a few mannequins.
I could stretch to grit, but it does not have plot or character. I mean, it has plot, because obviously there's things going on,
Sure.
the owner of the house and all that. But
Whatever.
like we talk about plot and story, very different. Every movie has a plot.
Yeah. But the way she's talking about plot, as in it has an interesting story.
She means themes, story.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Interest.
doesn't. No.
No. Okay.
Anyway.
Play. 3, 2, 1.
God tier movie.
Play.
God tier.
Whatever.
I just don't know if I can watch it again.
Oh, she put in God tier!
Because
She's
the Wade
dumb.
scene. The Wade scene. In the Tall Grass. This was a movie where I wasn't 100% sure how I felt after watching it.
I haven't seen
It
that
does
one.
have a
I
very
agree.
interesting plot,
It's-
and it's one of those time
It's an
warp
interesting
kind of horror
idea.
movies,
It's like a
and it
time
takes
travel
place
movie.
in a cornfield. So time warping in a cornfield.
Yeah.
Hello. And of course, it has my horror king Patrick Wilson in it.
Sounds
so
like Looper.
a little bit, maybe
No,
a little tinge of bias.
I'm kidding.
But not too much bias because
Cornfields
I'm gonna
and
put it in the
Yeah, I get
category.
it.
Decent. It was decent.
But here the cornfield
Maybe I'll
is the
rewatch
time
it.
machine.
Maybe it's better than I
Ah,
initially
okay.
thought. We shall see. The Menu. Ooh. Not gonna lie, first time I watched it, I didn't really like it.
That
I
count
don't
as a
know
horror
why.
film?
I think it was because I watched it before I
I'd
got
call it
into
thriller.
horror movies, or even movies in general. I've
Drama.
mostly just been a YouTube watcher. Like, YouTube was my go-to for the longest time.
Too violent
over
to be
movies.
drama.
But when I watched it again recently, my tune definitely shifted. And I ended up thinking it was a spectacular movie. Interesting setting and plot, characters, and great actors, of course. That really sells any movie. And I think it fits nice and good up in the God tier category. Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of
No,
Fleet Street.
honey.
I do like the title. I think it's a cool title. I'm not the biggest fan of musicals, except Phantom of the Opera, of course. Of course. But I think this movie did the musical and horror aspects pretty well, and they actually blended better than I thought they would, I guess. It definitely doesn't have as many good songs as, like, Phantom of the Opera, but what musical does? The plot was really cool, though, and I was,
She's saying
I was
fan
interested
of the
from start to
opera.
finish, so
I think it says Phantom.
Pretty
like the
dang
Phantom
good.
tax. I don't know.
Drag Me to Hell. Justin Long again.
No,
The director for this movie
It's also
is
funny.
directing
Pause,
another
pause.
recent movie.
Yeah, she never says the name. She never mentions the director, but she says the director. And the director of Drag Me to Hell, who just recently directed another movie called Send Help. And in a little while, she's gonna talk about the Evil Dead remake. She does put, like, on the poster that says 2013, but she doesn't call it the remake. You'll see when it happened kind of soon after this. I wonder if she doesn't know who Sam Raimi is, and that to her, Sam Raimi is a director who did Drag Me to Hell, and now did that new movie Send Help, which I think is very funny. I don't know. 3, 2, 1, play.
Called Send Help. And Send Help was spectacular. Movie of 2026, I'm gonna call it, and I liked Drag Me to Hell as well. Maybe not as much as Send Help, but I also liked it quite a lot. It's very ooey gooey, which is the director's style. Like, he loves his bodily fluids in his movies.
She says that though, so I don't
I'm gonna
know.
say Drag Me to Hell is pretty dang good.
But she doesn't mention Evil
It
Dead.
follows. Overall, pretty good movie.
Actually,
the only thing is,
still
I
hasn't
felt like
seen-
it could've
haven't
been
seen that
great.
one.
You know what I mean? And I can't even put
That's
my
one
finger
that I
exactly on
consider
what
to
held
be
it
a
back from
little
being great.
overhyped.
But it was so close, but not there. I wish it was. So with heavy heart, I'm gonna put it in the decent category.
Yeah, that's
not
what
the
I would put
worst,
too, actually.
but not the best. Something is missing, and I don't think I'll ever be able to figure that out. The Hills Have Eyes, the OG. This was a horror movie that I put off watching for so many years because it just... Well, I was told that it was, like, very scary. But when I finally watched it last year, I was just kind of disappointed. I know. It's an old movie. It's decently old as far as horror movies go, but it's just a victim of that.
That's
old
when I
horror
will
movie
disagree.
curse.
It hasn't aged
Super
very well.
slow, dragging pacing.
especially not when the
bad
remake
acting
is
and
so
lackluster
good.
scares. Maybe it's just me, but it was kind of mid. Evil Dead. Now, this was a very brutal movie, which I like. It was another
She
horror
does
movie
put
on
2013
demonic
under
possession,
us.
but it did it in
She
a
knows.
really 3D, especially horrifying
never
way.
mentions it.
And it was genuinely freaky.
She never
It was
says
a freaky
remake.
movie. And while something in my brain prevents me from being scared from movies, I don't know. Maybe I'm a psychopath.
And she also doesn't mention
There were
that
points that genuinely
remake
creeped
of-
me out, more than most movies have been able to.
she doesn't connect it to Sam Raimi in any way.
Category. Pretty
No.
dang good.
Although she
Willy's
just
Wonderland.
talked about Sam Raimi in 2 movies.
Willy's Wonderland has a special place in my heart. It's so good. It's so good. It's got Nick Cage in it. Need I say more? And the whole time he doesn't say
Pause.
a single word, which makes it even funnier.
One of the worst movies in human history.
Yeah.
And I mentioned this before. Most people agree that it's garbage.
Yeah.
But now this is the second time I've heard someone like call it like the best.
Wait,
What-
I didn't get as far as to see her put it anywhere.
Oh, no, but she says the way she talks about it. I'm at 726. She's like, I love this movie.
24.
I love this movie. Yeah. I think she's gonna put it in pretty dang good or God tier. I think. I don't remember. We'll see in a second. But this, I mentioned it before, but I was just gonna mention it again. Back when that movie came out, and the podcast, Salty Nerd podcast, they were doing their like top 5 movies each. There are 4 people in the podcast.
Yeah.
And I think 2 of them chose Willy's Wonderland as their favorite movie of whatever year that was, 2018 or whatever it is. And I'm just like, oh my god. Once again, if you're just a casual enjoyer of like, oh, I watch a movie every now and again, or oh, I like horror in general, sure.
Maybe.
But if you run a movie podcast, or in her case, if you run a movie YouTube channel, like, shouldn't you get movies more than this?
If you want to call yourself a horror movie, did she say aficionado?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you are not allowed to have that opinion about that movie.
No, you can say, and that's what I do sometimes. Like, yeah, this movie is garbage, but I like it. It's funny, but I can recognize that it's a terrible movie. That's the difference.
I mean, she is obviously, all she's doing here is expressing her own opinion.
Sure.
But she is failing to mention that, like, yes, I liked it, but I can recognize that it is garbage.
Yeah. And I think
that's the part we're missing. The recognition of, because she even says some of the other movies. She's saying, I know this is a cult classic. I know this is supposed to be a good movie.
With Basket Case, she mentioned that. Like,
for example,
we love it because it's flaming ass. Like, yeah. Then say the same about Willy's Wonderland. It's terrible.
Or at least then have the decency to put the thing in Midsummer in higher tiers.
Yeah. Recognize what value they hold for the genre you love so much, and say
for movies in general.
Yeah, movies. I personally don't love it, but I see what the place they hold in movie history. So yeah, I'll put them. For me, it's gonna land decent at least.
Yeah.
And I am gonna post this to YouTube. I don't care. I want people to see this, and I'm gonna start YouTube beef. I don't care. I'm just gonna do it.
Go for it
for the engagement, if for nothing else. And there's gonna be, now no one's gonna see it. It's gonna get 1 view, but whatever. Hopefully, her fans will come and like, you're just a hater. She just says what she likes. But yeah, I know. But then don't.
Then you need to express yourself better.
Yes, that's also something we should talk about. When you talk about movies, you can't just say, I
know
liked
she's doing it. I know she's doing it like rapid fire, kind of. Even though I'm two 12-minute videos are not rapid fire enough to me.
For the amount of movies she does to this.
Yeah, but like, I feel like she could have made longer videos to elaborate a little bit. It wouldn't hurt her.
Yeah.
Considering her other videos are 26 minutes and up, like,
yeah, but those are also not.
Add a few minutes.
But funny enough, those are not her opinions. They're just recap videos, like we talked about.
True, but I'm just saying, if she can make a 30-minute long video about one movie, she can make a 30-minute long video about ranking her movies. Yeah. You can add some more substance to it then.
Anyway, let's finish this up. It's about
let's press play. 3, 2, 1,
play.
Nick Cage battling animatronics. Sign me up. Although, I will say that the teenagers in the movie, their acting was horrible. Even worse than some of the acting in, like, horror movies from the 60s. That bad. That level of awful. Horrific. Their acting was scarier than half the movies on this damn list. So that was pretty painful to watch. And took away
the acting in the 60s, like, experience. Horror acting in the 60s, like Mia Farrow in Rosemary's Baby.
Hellraiser.
Yeah, she
put it... one with the old movie curse. And I think it's just overrated. It's kind of slow. Bad acting. Like I've said 100 times before with the old horror movies. And I know it's a classic for some reason, but I think it's flaming ass. Flaming ass.
I'm gonna comment, like, I know I used... That's not fair.
I have the feeling they're just as bad.
Okay.
Again, you don't...
I'm a little ahead of you. I'm at 8:16 now.
Case of old movie curse. I don't know.
I'm only like 3 seconds behind you.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, but I paused. Favorite.
Oh, Hereditary.
The first time I saw it, didn't like it. I think that was because the TV I watched it on had really bad sound, so I couldn't understand what they were saying half the time, so I was just confused and like, that didn't even make sense.
Sure.
But I watched it again more recently, and I really liked it. Such an eerie, irky of a movie. In all the perfect horror movie ways, of course. It really did the culty, creepy aspect justice, I think. And there were some scenes that actually got me. Like, it creeps me out. Although the scene where she's floating up into the treehouse, that kind of took me out of the immersion a little bit, but...
That was the one?
A pretty dang good movie.
Now when she floats to the house, chasing her son?
Hard candy. Hard candy. And I don't fully consider this a horror movie. At least not fully. Even though every time I've come across it, it's in like the horror movie section. I mean, it's horrible. And there are a lot of horrible, unsettling aspects to it. But I think it's such a good movie. It's such a good movie. The best way you can describe it.
Actually, I haven't seen it. I've seen like parts of it.
We love to see it. And again, got my king Patrick Wilson in it, who gives an astoundingly good performance.
As a child molester, which sucks.
Plays the pedophile a little too well.
Yeah, exactly.
He's acting. Okay.
It's very good.
He just plays that creepy part so well. He has such range. My king Patrick. It's definitely a gut punch of a movie.
It is a weird person to call you king, though. I don't know why.
I love him.
But I put it in the God tier movie.
Yeah.
It's an intense watch, so just keep that in mind. My Bloody Valentine. With my forever Valentine, Jensen Ackles.
That also doesn't make sense. Oh, she meant the remake, but she never mentions it's a remake?
He does, and every stage of his life. It's not fair, actually. And I mean, he looked great throughout. But the overall movie was just kind of... It wasn't bad, by any means. I don't think so. It just wasn't great, you know? It was just kind of in the middle, as far as horror movies go.
That's fair enough.
Had cool aspects to it. I'm gonna say it's decent. Sinister. Apparently this was ranked as the scariest movie based on people wearing heart rate monitors while they watched it. There was some like actual study on it. But to me, it just...
How do you say? Unfair?
It fell a little flat.
Because the movie is not scary at all, and then it has the best jump scare in cinema history.
Interesting to me that much.
So
but I can see how other people would see it as a cool movie and like, ooh, that was creepy. Whoa. So I'm gonna say it was decent. Maybe a little higher on the decent scale, but still in the decent category.
Lower on the decent scale, in my opinion.
The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I saw the 2006 one, 2008 one, this one first before I saw the OG. And I think this more recent one is definitely better than the original. But that's kind of a given for old horror movies. I guess I'll cut them some slack. There was just so little story in this OG Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The story doesn't change, though, does it?
The more recent one, but the OG one, this one, it's about as slasher gets. No story, no plot, no reason to care for the characters. Just throw them all right into the violence. So I'm gonna have to say that the OG Texas Chainsaw Massacre is kind of mid. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but at least I'm honest, okay? It definitely had that guttural,
we have like a minute
vibe,
left. Stick it out.
That creepy backwoods hillbilly serial killer vibe. It delivered on that. And there were definitely more horror movies I watched.
Okay, she's not talking about any movies.
I watched hundreds.
That's what she said. I definitely watched more horror movies this year, but this is a good place to stop.
Girl, you mentioned like barely 40 movies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to talk about all the movies, please.
Motherfucker. I'm not gonna use a woman-specific slur here. Because now I'm actually angry, and then it's not good to use slurs. Because that means I mean it. This motherfucker put the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in kind of mid.
Again.
And put Willy's fucking Wonderland in God tier.
I can understand the issue with watching an old movie and not being able to appreciate it. Hell, I still have that issue sometimes. But to not recognize what it is and calling it kinda mid I'm revoking your horror aficionado card, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're not allowed to call yourself that.
Yeah. And also,
you are a horror, I guess, connoisseur, as in you watch a lot of it, but you do not have the capacity to have
media literacy.
On
yeah,
it.
She doesn't have the film intelligence to
have opinions.
Yes.
To be allowed to have opinions. I'm sorry.
She's
and I know that is rude as fuck.
She's allowed to have opinions. She shouldn't just spout them on the internet to only 10,000 people for this video. Oh my god. And I'll say this, because obviously, for me and many others, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre holds, just like Halloween and kind of The Thing as well, holds a very pivotal point in movie, or like position in movie history. And the movie on a surface level, yeah, it's just about creepy rednecks killing hippies and eating them.
Yes.
But and just watching the movie, you're gonna struggle to get much more out of it than that. And I agree to that. But even me, as I think it was 12 or 13 when I saw it the first time. I saw it pretty early in my friendship with Martin, who was the guy who introduced me to horror movies. Even I could, back then, before I understood all the underlying themes, which I'll mention quickly later, could recognize this movie is terrifying. Like the scene where the first girl just casually walks into the house because they're looking for some they're just looking for people, just wandering around.
Yeah.
And a Leatherface steps out, grabs her. There's no music, no bim 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 bim. Just grabs her and she screams and screams, pulls her into that room, and then just shuts that metal gate. And that's where the music starts. It is so sinister. It's so
effectful.
It's so effectful. Like movies, it's so cold and inhuman. Which she then oh right, because they treat humans as cattle. They're just food to them. She's literally a cow to him. He's gonna carve a hamburger out of her. Yeah. That is terrifying. But there you need one level of thinking past, oh, a creepy guy grabbed her. You gotta think, oh, a creepy guy grabbed her because because to him she's nothing but meat.
Yeah.
The next step is to that's when you, and I'll say this, I didn't get all the Vietnam War references or the PTSD stuff, kind of same with the Vietnam War, or how the movie comments on the even though this is from the 70s, it's commenting on how the Industrial Revolution, or the second wave of Industrial Revolution, when we went from mom and pop stores to malls and stuff like that, the industry as it became in the 80s was encroaching on rural America, destroying
on their livelihood.
Yeah, destroying rural America, closing down all. That's why. That's literally in the story why they've been resorted to eating humans, because they shut down the meat packing plant where they all worked. So there's no more cows. What are we supposed to do? And also that they're crazy.
I'm just confused as to where the remake from 2003, starring Jessica Biel, Jonathan Tucker, and whoever, has more plot?
I think what she means with more plot is more talking between the characters and
because the blurb is basically the same thing.
Yeah, it is almost a shot-for-shot remake, but it is different. And if you put them up next to each other, she would point out things like more dialogue between the characters means more plot.
But
that camera move when Arlie Ermey, the old guy, shoots the girl in the head, and the camera goes from outside in through the broken windshield of the car. I think it goes through the bullet wound in her head, and then to show them sitting there oh my god. That it's more plot. Because in the original movie, it's just a static shot. The camera's just there. And also that scene doesn't happen in the original movie. That, for her, is more engaging, which means more plot.
Yeah, but
she needs more engagement than just the camera being plopped down and them talking to it.
I wonder what she thinks of the 2022 version then.
Oh god.
Because in that one, the social commentary is even more on the nose.
Yeah, it's more on the nose and dumber. She's gonna like it.
I wonder if she'd think that is very plot heavy.
Yeah, but I'll say that I had to watch documentaries and listen to the commentary tracks and read the books to understand all the themes of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But then watching it again, I had a greater appreciation for the movie.
Yeah.
That's part of why we do the podcast. Because we want people to learn to appreciate movies on more than just it's scary because he has a chainsaw level.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so happy that you, especially in the last couple of years, have started to grasp that.
See, that's the difference between, because I am her, she is me in so many ways.
Yeah.
And I don't know how old she is, but she's younger than me, obviously.
She's probably in her mid-20s.
I was a big Supernatural fan. I used to love these dumb fucking slasher 2000s horror movies that have absolutely no plot. It's just pretty people getting stabbed.
Yeah.
Fucking love those movies. And there's no shame to saying that you love them, but you cannot call it good movies. They're not good film.
No, yeah.
And even back then, I could say that, knowing I like them, but I'm not gonna say it's a great movie.
Yeah, you could see the difference between Reeker. You remember Reeker?
Yeah.
About the smelly killer.
Yeah.
You could spot the difference between Reeker and Titanic.
Yes.
One is an actual good movie, the other one is a bad movie I like.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then of course there are movies that are a little bit of a gray zone where
sure,
should I really like this? But I do really like this.
Yeah.
Is this really a good movie? It feels like a good movie, just unrated, I guess. But the difference here is that I was not dumb enough to voice my opinion on the internet alone.
Oh.
And I guess we also grew up in different climates where today it is not frowned upon
to just
to do this, to just voice this weird unsolicited opinion online.
Yeah.
You are 100% entitled to your opinion, but you need to express clearly that it is just an opinion, and you need to still be able to express that you are fully aware of the worth and the implication of the movie you're talking about.
Yeah. And people are gonna say then that what we're doing now is gatekeeping, and nowadays it's all about the democratization of art, and I guess you could call this art. There's a if you want to stretch.
How are we gatekeeping?
Because she's just voicing her opinion. She's allowed to, and you're calling her dumb for doing it. Fuck you. It's yeah.
Yeah, but we're also saying that you are allowed to. You just need to be able to express it in a good way.
And
this isn't a good way.
And we're just expressing our opinion that you're a moron for putting Hellraiser in flaming ass.
For putting the boy in God tier.
For putting Willy's Wonderland in God tier. And putting Midsommar in kind of mid. For putting motherfucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre in kind of mid. Together with Annabelle and Smile. I mean...
Painful.
Yeah.
Painful.
And I know
I'd love. Hey, honestly, no. I'm gonna be open. And I don't know if you're gonna put this part in, but
I will. I'm not.
If her fans show her us because we bash on her now, please, I'd love to have a conversation with you.
Oh yeah, because
I was you.
That's the. I don't think she would agree to, since we're just hating.
I can understand, but I need to hear her develop some of these opinions.
Yeah. I would.
I want to have a conversation. We can pick a couple of movies and just talk thoroughly about.
Let's talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
for example. Even just fucking. We can just. Let's just do the boy that she loves so much, and she can explain why she loves it so much.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, this is our. We're calling out to what's her name? Eden Carlisle. With a collab with our little fucking Z-tier no view podcast.
It would give us more than you, so you do us a favor.
You do, yeah, exactly. So
if you have the time, we're open for it.
Yeah. And
we won't be rude, obviously.
No,
we are too socially stunted too.
Conscious and awkward.
Yes,
We
to
talked-
be able to be rude.
We talked about this in the last episode. Like we're not rude to your face
in person. We can't be rude in
'cause
person.
I don't want to be rude. I'm just.
We're not confrontational.
I'm just not going to
in that
sugarcoat
sense.
my opinion.
No.
Yeah.
Trust me. We'd be very kind.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, the video's over there.
This is a very long video.
Yeah,
You can cut it up as you wish.
I will. Yeah. But that's gonna have to be it. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Whatever. See you next week.
yeah, see you next week when we're gonna talk about Mike and Nick and Alice. A brand new movie.
And how dumb that title is.
I think it's kind of clever. I mean, it's long and annoying, but it works.
Thank you so much for watching or listening or whatever.
Yeah.
Check us out if you're watching the cut down version.
The YouTube version.
The YouTube version, check us out on patreon.com.
Yeah.
/ please don't make a scene. And we'll see you next week. I don't do the outro. So
No, I don't know why you took charge there.
because I wanted you to shut up.
Oh, okay, yeah. And if you're watching this, spam Eden Carlisle to tell her to interact.
Yes.
That's it. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The spoilerCast is part of Please Don't Make a Scene. It is hosted by Tobias Vedén and Rebecca Vedén. Produced and directed by Tobias Vedén. Executive producer is Annika Vedén. I also want to give a shout out to our patrons over on patreon.com/don'tmakeascene. Matej Vicky, Spencer Gravely, Jacob, Sika85, Christopher Belén, Daniel Del Gaiso, Mom and Mac, Mom, Dad, and Laura Kinney.